The day has finally arrived. We're actually going to get an icon evolution. It is confirmed, and it is a paid evolution, so obviously that kind of sucks, but I still think it's a really, really good thing. We have more Fire and Ice leaks as well to talk about, but let's get the bad vibes out immediately, the bad stuff right away, because what the fuck is going on? My God, this content is shambolic. I mean, it is terrible. I don't know what to say. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. I know they gave us a lot of stuff to do. Like, we can craft a Paolo Maldini, Zidane, Eusebio, Hullet. I mean, all these big icon SBCs. So, like, in one hand, I have to appreciate that, or we should probably appreciate that. But at the same time, I mean, it's like they gave us all of it at once, and now we've got none of it. Because today, there was no SBC. No new SBC released at all for the first time, and I couldn't even tell you how long, honestly. And we got one new objective. That was a theme team pursuit, which I finished already. And that was that. I don't even know what I'm doing here. There's no point in going on about it. But actually, wait, I do know what I'm doing here, actually. Send me a screenshot / 5-second or 10-second video clip of your team and send it to me on Twitter. If there's any like skill moves and weak foot evolution that like random at Evo that you've done, show me the skill moves and weak foot in them. Show me golden game returns if you want like a short video clip, or just send me a screenshot on Twitter of your teams. I'll probably make a video rating them or seeing what I would improve or something like that. I'll make something fun out of it. So at JFC on Twitter, it's right there. My DMs are open. Send it to me, and then I'll make a video out of it sometime this week or next week. But let's get into the big news. Icon upgrade Evo is 200,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points. It is leaked to come by, like, you know, the guaranteed leakers out there. And here are the requirements. Now, once again, we got to beware. EA can change the requirements. They've done it before on a lot of Evo leaks. Some of them come out and they're the exact same of the ones that are leaked. Some of them are a bit different, but we do know for sure that an Icon one will be coming out. The requirements are all right here. I won't read them all out. It does game play styles of tiki-taka and first touch, but the boosts are very nice, actually. You can see them down here: 3 pace, 4 shot, 3s all around almost, apart from defending. This turns the base icon Van Persie into a much better card. A lot better of a card, honestly. So that's really awesome. And now keep in mind, Trezeguet and Hullet are available in terms of the requirements that we know of right now to do this, but my guess is it's going to be a base icon and no like special icons that could fit into this. I would guess that your SBC Hullet, which would be insane getting these boosts, is probably not going to be able to actually get the boosts. But we saw some mad market moves going along with this. So looking at some of these Evos that could possibly be done. Really, there's a couple really popular ones here. But one of the most popular ones right now is Gianfranco Zola, who I luckily packed in my icon pack the other day, if you guys don't remember that. He's now extinct at 140,000 coins. So once again, if you somehow had these leaks early, which I'm sure some people out there did, this card went from a 70,000, high 60,000 discard effectively to 140,000 extinct in a matter of minutes. This shows you where people are just making absolute bank on leaks ahead of time that we just don't have access to unless you want to pay, you know, $10 a month to some fucko's Discord on Twitter, which honestly is probably more worth it than buying FIFA points. Let's be real. I'd rather you buy Discord leakers who are getting their shit early, basically cheating the system. Still rather you buy those on FIFA points, if we're being real here. Zola's card with Finesse Plus gets way better, and then we also have Socrates, who can be used here, and his card will get a lot better as well, getting these boosts, which I think we can see right here. So this is what that card would look like. 85 pace, 92 shot, 92 pass, 91 dribbling. It is a much big improvement. It's a big improvement on Socrates, and Steven Gerrard can be used too, and that card looks, you know, decent. It doesn't look amazing. He has a power shot plus, right? So that's pretty good. But yeah, Socrates and Zola are two of the main ones here. And here are all the players that fit if you want to go through and look here. I'll scroll down so you guys can see all of them, but I won't go through too many. I see Michael Ballack there would be pretty nice. Devor Suker obviously has Trivella Plus as well. We got Trezeguet, who, let's be real, is just hot fucking ass. But Zola and Socrates are the two best ones here, in my opinion. And we do have news about the winner of the Premier League Player of the Month. It is not Son, it's not Trent, it's not Cole Palmer, it is Dominic Solanke. And the top reply kind of sums it up. He says, deserved, but how did he get people to vote for him? Which is pretty true. Like, it is deserved, but it's kind of funny that the Bournemouth player wins it. Is it voted on? I don't even think it is. Isn't it just decided by like the Prem? Maybe it is voted on. I don't know, but Solanke wins it. It's deserved, but the card's gonna be a lot like that like new Undov card, which is basically fodder. It's a slight juice, but nothing too crazy. But maybe they'll do something crazy like the Harry Maguire card, right? We got some more Fire versus Ice leaks. It's Fikayo Tomori, who I really like in this game, by the way. 89 pace would be ridiculous. I don't know what they're gonna do with like Fire and Ice for center backs, because what's the big difference there? Is one gonna be more of a CDM, one won't be a center back, or what are they gonna do? I have no idea. But Tomori is gonna be in the team for Fire and Ice Team 2. I'm so excited. We've got Joao Felix leaks as well on the way. One with 5-star skills probably, one with 5-star weak foot. Once again, though, if the content stays the same, nobody cares about any of these cards because Jesus Christ, it's been fucking terrible. Now we have Team of the Year icons, though, that have been leaked. We got a couple more, and this is what we want to see. Rio Ferdinand with finesse shot. That would be hilarious, but Rio's on the way, and he is, I think, kind of been slept on a little bit the last couple FIFAs. I feel like he's better than what his price ends up being. He had a prime, like FIFA 20, I think. Rio was insane. It was like FIFA 19, but he's still very good. So Rio Ferdinand will be on the way, and we have another Team of the Year icon leaked as well. Let's write down here, and it is Xavi, who I also actually liked at the beginning of this game. So maybe a card more on the power curve. He'll be one of the best CMs in the game. I don't know. Let's be honest here. You're gonna pack any of them? Definitely not. Also, I want to hear in the comments what combo would be the most overpowered combo for 2 playstyle pluses. Like, would it just be power shot and finesse plus? This Mbappe has quick step and finesse. That would be up there for me, honestly. Obviously, depends what position, but like, I think a center back, it would be anticipate and intercept. I think that would be by far the best in my opinion. I think for a midfielder, it'd probably be incisive pass and possibly intercept as well, depending on like what position, I guess. Like an attacking midfielder, obviously that wouldn't be what you'd want, but like any kind of box-to-box midfielder, I love intercept plus. If you haven't noticed, I think that's honestly one of the best traits in the game. There might be one I'm forgetting as well. There maybe technical plus 2 even for a midfielder is really, really good. But honestly, they did a pretty good job making all of them good, which is a good thing in one sense because they're all at least boring like Flair plus. They're all decent in some ways, but it also makes them all good, which means that if you don't have one, it's a huge detriment to your card. So it's kind of a give and take. But let me know what you guys think are the 2 best. Bundesliga Player of the Month nominees are in. We got Florian Wirtz, Grimaldo, Openda, Frimpong, Kane, and Xavi Simons. The nice part about this is they could probably all be decent, honestly, because like Grimaldo has so many special cards this year. Wirtz is pretty high rated already. Openda, Frimpong, Kane, and Simons all have as well. So it should be okay, actually. One low-key thing, by the way, random off-topic, switch here. This long throw-in is really, really bad, and the reason it actually is really bad is because if the ball goes out on the other end of the field, if Frimpong is a right back, the ball goes out on the left, Frimpong takes the throw from the left side, and he has to run all the way back to the right to go back into position. So low-key, that is like a killer right now. I hope they can change that in some way, or give us the option to have that, because that really sucks for these cards, honestly. And now we got a leak that was actually, I think, yesterday, and I just straight up forgot about it. I literally saw it in the morning. I said, oh, need to do that. Shut my eyes, went back to sleep, woke up, forgot it ever existed. Team of the Year league upgrades are back with a twist. Corresponding men and women's leagues will be in the same upgrades for all top leagues, except Serie A, because they don't have the full league. So basically what that means is the Premier League and the Women's Premier League are going to be grouped together in the same upgrade, which is great, because that means like Team of the Year women and men's can be packed both in the upgrades that come for Team of the Year. That's really nice to see. All the Team of the Year leaks seem like they're great. We just have absolutely fuck all for content until then, it seems like, which is really annoying. Here's a fun little scenario I saw. Team of the Year Evo gets released. You can upgrade any player to 95, price 2 million coins. Are you doing it, and who are you choosing? Now, obviously, like, the logistics of it, or like the exact price point can be debated, obviously, but I would love it if we got an Evo that was like, pick anybody to get them to this stats. I know that would make them kind of all be the same in terms of everyone's Evo, but you know what it wouldn't make them the same is that you got to pick what player you wanted to be 95 rated. So I think that could be just one time a really, really good idea to have EA say, hey, pick one player, get them to this rating with these stats. I know everybody would have the same card then, but at the same time, not really, because you got to pick whatever one you wanted. So you can make your favorite player Team of the Year card. That would be pretty cool, at least in my opinion. And once again, there's no update on the 2 playstyle plus glitch right now, like where you don't complete a certain evolution, you get one back. And in the second playstyle plus gets put on. There's no update on this yet. My guess is it will be patched eventually. I know there hasn't been one yet, which makes me slightly think there's a small chance it doesn't, but I would really be surprised if that actually stays for the foreseeable future. So be aware of that you might have one taken away if you do this, but as of right now, no update on it. All right, let's briefly talk about the market. So obviously, now that we know evolutions is, they introduced us into the game, we knew it was going to be one of the most popular features in this game, and it definitely is. Like, any evolution that gets dropped makes the market go down. Even the paid ones are doing that. So just, you need to be aware that if we get a good evolution leaked, this icon one is kind of different. It's only just there's a really few select options here, and they're already hundreds of thousands of coins. Like even Socrates is 240, which means his untradeable price will be 440 if you buy it that. So This is a little bit different, but even any Evo that gets dropped, I mean, prices go down immediately after in that said position. So if you see one leaked on any of my videos, you just need to take it as, okay, if there's a right back Evo leaked, right backs are gonna drop, almost undoubtedly. Only the real expensive ones end up not. And if the Evo is good enough, even the really expensive ones do. So it really is just a panic sell show immediately. By the way, Teo Hernandez is a center back, which is hilarious. He's a million coins extinct. 95 pace center back is insane for January. I've been curious to see how good he actually is. Let's talk about some comments now. The first one will be kind of market related, so we'll talk about that a little bit. At Liam Collister, I think that's how you say it, says, do you believe Hansen's Trailblazer card will rise after Team of the Year? So the case with a lot of these Team of the Year cards, I'm assuming Hansen gets a Team of the Year. Now, that's just my guess. If she doesn't, this is going to be bad advice, basically. But if she gets a Team of the Year, that card will be extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. One of the best cards in the game, easily. Honestly, the Trailblazer card will probably drop when Hansen gets leaks to be in the team, if she makes it in. Then that's when you buy. When she falls a lot because of being panic sold, say she goes to 600k, 700,000 coins, that's when you buy, because I think the Team of the Year is going to be 4 million coins. Then this one's going to rise. Now, if she doesn't get one and she's not leaked for Team of the Year, this one's going to go up immediately. So in that case, you want to really just be aware and watch the videos and be on Twitter and stuff around the time Team of the Year announcements are coming. Because if Hansen's in it and other cards that are in Team of the Year get announced, these cards will drop. All their special cards will, and that's be a good time to buy. At Danny's Gaming Channel says, do you believe in matchmaking in friendlies? I'm assuming he means like skill-based matchmaking. I've heard people are sitting in lower division because they believe if you are in a lower division like division 6, you will match up with the same person who are in the same division as you. And I'm actually not even sure if that's the case. There might even be like a deeper rooted SPMM going on here, but it's undoubtedly SPMM. They changed it, I want to say, was it the beginning of last year, or maybe it was the year before that? Might have been 22 towards the end of the year. I don't know when it was, but they instantly, it was very obvious when they changed it to skill-based matchmaking. And I don't even know if it's totally division rivals based, because right now I'm sitting in like div 4. I didn't even play again this week, by the way. I didn't play division rivals. I'm in div 4, and I could make it to 1 or elite division if I wanted to, but that would be self-torture. So maybe people are doing the same thing I am, where they're good and they're in division 4, but every Fire and Ice game friendly I played was, you know, it's like I'm playing in champs and I'm 15-2 basically. So do I believe in it? I don't even think there is a belief or not. And a lot of things I think there are beliefs, like DDA. Do you believe in it or not? I think you can make the case for both. I think SPMM and friendlies, there's no case to be made. It's undoubtedly a thing. At Arvin Dinesh says, I don't expect a free win. I don't give a free win. Simple as that. And listen, you might be a great dude, all right? You might, this might just be a thing you haven't thought about much. And I might come off harsh here when I say this, but I mean, get a fucking grip. What is the harm in giving somebody a free win and hope you get the return for it? Everyone plays a shitty fucking game together. We're all in this together. Scott Batty says the same thing. No harm in helping others. It's not that deep, and it's nice to get a free win once in a while. It really is as simple as that. Like, you're overcomplicating it so much. Mental gymnastics to not have to give somebody a free win because I don't wanna. Maybe that was harsh, but my point is just that give them a free win. Why not? At Aiden Co says they could just make it so that quitting is different from disconnecting, and so the game can decide what to do based on that. And what you said next here, like, is kind of exactly why they don't do that. They're just totally afraid that somebody will manipulate the system in some way to allow them to get coins and be able to, really what they're worried about is like farming coins so that coin buyers and coin sellers can exist, right? So for one, I don't think they trust their system enough to know, okay, this was a disconnect, this was a guy who just forfeited straight up. I don't think they believe in themselves enough to implement that. I don't think that they do. At Cone2819 says, am I alone in thinking that you shouldn't have to win games for the Fire and Ice Cup objectives? When you lock rewards behind wins, it immediately becomes sweaty as hell. On the other hand, if you make the requirements just to play games, everyone would just go AFK. But there has to be a middle ground here. Score a certain amount of goals, make successful tackles, something that can be done to turn these cups into a casual game mode where you can still get rewards instead of just sweating your ass off to get some packs where you'll only pull fodder. And I read that whole thing because I think it was all worthy of being read, because to me the middle ground exists in a really simple way that EA won't do, because oh my god, we need you to log on every day and we need you to have FOMO, and that's get rid of match limits. The reason that would help is because if you make it wins, well, you'd have unlimited games then. It's like, okay, it'd be annoying to lose, people would still play for the win, but you would just get it no matter what eventually because you'd play enough, right? So that would help. Or two, you can just make them play and also get rid of the match limits, because then people won't go AFK. Like, people would, but not as many as you would think. People will play the game because why would you not want to play rather than just go AFK? 99.9% of people will play, and that just makes it less sweaty too, just playing. Then you get the objectives no matter what. So to me, the middle ground you're talking about is just making it so that there's no match limits, because that is one of the stupidest fucking things in a game I've ever seen in my life. You can only play this game this amount. We want you to play this part of the game, but actually you can only play as much as we want you to. I don't know if that's how gaming should be. We dictate your experience. Like, I hope that's not something in the future that anybody has to deal with. And last one, at NatsFan says, great video as always. Thank you. What do you think is a good price for ham in the next week or so? 2.5. I feel like when people see your team of the year icons insanely expensive and inflation hits, that this one will hit like 4 mil. And I actually definitely agree with this one. For all the top tier icons, especially the ones that have a team of the year icon, they're going to drop as we get closer to team of the year. And then the 2 playstyle pluses are what makes this a really easy investment for me, because they're going to be so ridiculous that they're going to be so expensive. For me, Ham's other card might be 9 or 10 million coins literally, and this one, there's no doubt in my mind it would go up. I don't know if it'd go to 4 mil, but it'll definitely go up. So I do like that investment a lot here from NatsFan. And I think that almost all the icons that have team of the year icons that are over 500k or so, you could do this with. The channel is growing like crazy, so thank you for that. I know I say it like every day, but I seriously mean it. Thank you for watching. I love you all. See you next video. Over soon. Peace.